So this week I took the plunge to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro, upgrading from my original PlayStation 5 and a PlayStation 5 Slim to the PS5 Pro. Now, what are my honest thoughts and feelings about the PS5 Pro so far? Well, with the PS5 Pro, what I have been really happy with is the 2TB storage. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. I like that they've upgraded the storage space. Especially for a digital only console, you're going to be using a lot of storage for your favorite games. So having the 2TB storage has definitely been a great upgrade. For my original PlayStation 5, I've been using a lot of external storage and a lot of internal storage upgrades and have completely gone through all my space. So having that 2TB upgrade means that I won't have to straight away have to buy some external or some extra storage for my PlayStation 5. So it's definitely been a massive plus. In terms of other things, like the general gameplay with the PS5 Pro has been pretty good and pretty impressive so far. I find everything is a little bit sharper in the games, and I feel like they try to showcase it with videos and stuff, but I have seen a little bit of a difference in terms of the sharpness, in terms of the shadows, in terms of the reflections of in-game gameplay. It has honestly been quite enjoyable, especially with Spider-Man 2, one of my favorite games. I love seeing the buildings with a little bit extra detail. I love seeing the reflections in The Last of Us, the water. I love the visual look of games, so I do really like that. Stuff that I want to see improved on is the size of the library with the PS5 Pro upgrade. I want to see Red Dead Redemption getting a PS5 upgrade. You know, I want to see this expansion of the PS5 Pro library expand over time, because right now it's a little bit shallow, but still you can play a lot of your favorite games already on the PlayStation 5. With the digital only, yes, you don't have the disk drive, so you're missing out on some capabilities with that disk drive. But for me, having a digital only just saves a lot of space, and it's a little bit smaller than the original PlayStation 5 as well, so it has been quite good in terms of just the size of it. It's a little bit bigger than the PS5 Slim, which I don't know if I'm going to keep it for too much longer with the PS5 Slim and just have the PS5 Pro and the original PlayStation 5, so I can at least have a disk drive. So I'm going to keep the PS5 and the PS5 Pro and probably get rid of my PS5 Slim because I see no use for it at the moment. In terms of other things, I do like the design. I feel like the mid part is quite good. The matte finish in terms of the PS5 is quite nice, so they don't have two different finishes. They don't have a shiny finish and they don't have just two different finishes overall. It's all one finish. So I do like the look of it. I like the look of the midsection. I don't mind it at all. It looks great. The whole body and the feel, like it looks pretty compact. It looks pretty good, and it definitely is a upgrade from the original PlayStation 5 of having that midsection. It actually looks kind of cool, and it's a very futuristic design as well, and it fits in quite well with my studio and how it all looks. So overall, the look is pretty good. In terms of the performance, I have felt quite a lot of heat with general gameplay, for example, and the fan noise. Yes, the fan noise is definitely still there, so it is not completely silent when playing games, but overall the performance has not had any glitchiness so far, hasn't had any problems for me so far, so it's pretty reliable, as a PlayStation should be. It should be reliable and should be an enjoyable experience. So for example, games that I bought this year were FC25, and I can't play it with the PS5 Pro unless I download it and spend an extra $100, which is more expensive than it was the $70 disc version. So it's cheaper to buy the disc versions of games, but I can't do it for the PS5 Pro, which is a bit of a letdown. And then Sparkling Zero, of course. So that's like a bit of a negative for me, is I do have some games on disc that I can't play on the PS5 Pro unless I transfer across my PS5 Slim disc drive, which I'll figure out how to do, but I'm not sure if the faceplates will connect with the PS5 Pro, so that is something to weigh up. I'll have to do some tests. I started to download a lot of the games that I previously had on my PlayStation 5 that are already in my library, and plus we've got the PlayStation Plus subscription. So games like Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed series, The Witcher 3 for example, a lot of these games that I do love and already play are on the PlayStation Plus, so I don't really have to worry too much about spending extra money for those games again because it's already available. And I've already got some games that I've purchased digitally, such as Wukong. So overall, like, it's been pretty positive, and yeah, there are some drawbacks for me personally, but at the end of the day, I'm quite happy with the console. It's definitely been quite enjoyable. I've definitely got to look after it because it is very, very expensive. But overall, it's been quite enjoyable, and yeah, is it worth the upgrade if you've already got a PlayStation 5? Maybe it's not a necessity if you've already got a PlayStation 5. Honestly, if you've already got a PlayStation 5, just stick with it. Unless you really want the enhancements of like some of the graphics, but not a lot of people can tell the difference at this point in time. So it might not be 100% worth it for a lot of people. So overall, I think what you do get with the PS5 Pro is a slimmer model, but similar size. You get a better GPU, you get better storage, which is really good. You just get the best of both worlds with fidelity and performance mode, so that just comes together and it's this. That's pretty much what it is. It's just getting the best of both worlds and it's bringing it together. But right now, still not a lot of people can see or tell the difference between the two different consoles, so we'll have to do some tests and see what we get. Honestly, they were on disc. For example, like, what? Oh my god.